going on, YouTube? Back at it. So today's video, we're just gonna talk about credit. You know what I'm saying? And I've realized, you know, over the years that credit is the main thing that you need to have A1. You know what I'm saying? In order to be successful, you know, financially, whether you're trying to get a car, you know, a house, buy a house, different things like that. And I always question, you know, why they didn't teach us about credit in school. You know, credit should have been one of the main things that they taught us about in school. You know, I feel as though I was set up for failure because when I graduated, I didn't know anything about it. And I got a few loans and things like that. And, you know, we make mistakes and we don't pay them and stuff like that. But if I would have known how serious it was when it came to credit, I would have looked at it, I would have took it a little bit more serious, you know what I'm saying? Or getting credit cards and thinking that you can just, you know, do whatever, but, you know, I ain't know nothing about the credit score and how it is when it comes to getting approved for a car or a house. So I just want to let y'all know, who don't know out there, you know, do whatever you got to do to fix your credit, because that's one of the main things that's going to keep you above water out there. You want to focus on that. You also have business credit. You can create an LLC and get a business credit, and that'll also help you get funding and different things like that when you got direct deposits going to your business account. So that's something you really want to focus on. And it's just crazy to me that, like I said, it's just crazy to me that they don't teach you about this type of stuff in school. You know, they didn't have any finance classes in the school I went to or nothing. I don't know if any of y'all, you know, had any teachers about credit when y'all was in school, but if you did, you know, you can put that in the comments below. You know, this right here can also be a foundation for other people to know, so you can share this video and let them know so they can excel their life. And if you know anybody that works on credit that can get collections removed, car repossessions removed, loans and things like that, if you know anything like that, let's build from here. And you can put that in the comments. Help somebody else get their life in order and put somebody else up on game, you know. Spread the information. That's one of the things that I'm working on right now, is get my credit clean slate. You know, I realize it's gonna take some time, but, you know, gotta be patient. And I told myself, I was like, well, you know, I'll probably start doing one by one, you know, work on one collection at a time. Because I think they get overwhelmed when you send like your whole credit profile of collections that you're working on at once. But sometimes I think it's just better to focus on one, because they got 30 days to respond and they have to verify the debt. So that's something I'm working on. And the next step is going to be, you know, business credit. But business credit is great because, you know, you can start from zero, and now that you know about credit, you can make sure that you do everything that you're supposed to, so you can get the funding that you need to move to the next level, start your business. So that's something that we need to do, you know. Make sure you spread the word, share this video, let people know that they need to fix their credit. You know, make sure they only using 10% on their credit cards, and send those collections, send them collection letters out and get them things removed. Do what you gotta do, start now. You know, don't wait later. So, you know, I just want to spread positive messages and let the people know so they can do better and get their life in order. Whether you trying to get an apartment, complex, a house, a property, whatever you're trying to do, you're gonna need credit to do that. And unfortunately, they did not tell us about this in school. Like all grades, they was focusing on algebra, language arts, science. Each grade they focusing on the same subjects, and you're not really learning how to build a a better situation for yourself when you get out. Because as soon as you get out of school, you're probably thinking about college, and then you got student loans. If you're not fortunate enough to have parents that have money to be able to pay for your college. Like me, my family wasn't wealthy, so nobody could pay for the college and stuff like that, and nobody could buy a good working car, But if I would have known about credit, I could have kept my credit score high and would have been able to get a brand new car. And another thing is, job history. It's one of the other things. Is to let people know that, hey, when you get a job, you need to stay there for 2 to 4 years, build up a good history to match up with that good credit. And 9 times out of 10, you'll get approved. Because I know for a fact that I would have been focused on this, because I'm somebody that was a car addict. I like muscle cars, like the big engines, like your Hellcats, your ZL1 Camaros, your SS's, and V8s. I was always just a big fanatic when it comes to them type of things. But it's crazy because no one in my family even told me about, hey, you need to have a good credit score in order to get this car. But you find out about these things once you done messed your credit up, and now you gotta rectify these things, you feel me, and get these things situated in order to get yourself in a better vehicle, stuff like that. So I just want to make a quick video about this. Spread the word, let people know, share the video, let people know out here that you need to work on your credit score. If you get credit cards, 2 or 3 credit cards, make sure you're paying them on time. Make sure you using the right credit utilization, 10%. Make sure you focusing on doing that so you can prosper in life and get to where you need to be. And make sure you have a good job history so they can see that you have enough, so they can trust you enough to get that car loan. But you're pretty much gonna get approved if you got the job history and the credit score. So I just want everybody to know that. So yeah, like, share, subscribe. Appreciate y'all for listening. Have an amazing day.